Hello, hello. Just doing a quick little thing here. It says upcoming. I gotta check my levels because last time I made a video, I was told. Oh look, I am live. I'm just trying to see how I sound. Made a video. I was told. Okay, levels are good. Oh look, I am live. Okay. Sorry if that was loud. Okay, so what I have here, you can see my setup. Bunch of double die cents here. I got a ton of quarters. These are my wheats. This has error coins on it, but you can't see that. But this is a bunch of dimes. I did a bunch of coin roll hunting of dimes. Next over is kind of some errors. You can't really see those. Over here I have some that say restore. These are really nice. Really, really nice. So these are like my best coins I've found. These are the ones I plan to put in a book. They're not all perfect, but if they're close to perfect, it's all right. Let me see real quick too. I should kind of get in the hang of this. I think this is my first actual stream. Book. Oh yeah, look at that. They're not all perfect, but if they're close to perfect, it's all right. Bear with me. I'm just. Let me see real quick. I wanted to see what it looks like on a screen. Kind of getting the hang of this. I realize now that I need my first actual stream. Book. Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe fill in these. But if they're close to perfect, I have a really wide monitor. Bear with me. I'm just. I wanted to see what it looks like on a screen. So I'm just kind of moving these windows around a little bit. That I need first actual stream. Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe fill in these. There it goes. I have a really wide monitor. Bear with me. I'm just. I wanted to see what it looks like on a screen. I have a lot of black space on the screen. So what I'm going to do is probably switch between. I just wanted to show. Hold on. Let me turn this up. I'm in a big loop of my own voice talking over and over itself. It's pretty fun. So anyways, boop boop boop. My plan is I have a lot of different things. I have a bunch of ones here. Wow, holy brightness. So I got those to go through. These are my floating roof 1969s, but I think I saved, yeah, I have $120 worth of quarters. What just happened to my what the hell just happened to my webcam? Bear with me. Stupid technology. Am I right? Okay. Yeah, my webcam kind of shit out. Yeah, okay. Scope is still good. These are the last of my quarters. I like to get a box of quarters. What the hell is going on with this stupid thing? I'll figure this all out one day. And then as soon as I do, I'm sure the world will end or something. But that's okay. Webcam is frozen. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, I'll figure this all out one day. Screw you, webcam. We're going to a full scope. I'm sure the world will end. Can't see anything else, but that's okay. What do you really need to see? All right, quarters. here we go.
Webcam is frozen. Okay.
I plan
so here's what we're gonna
to
do.
talk a
We're gonna
little
say,
bit, probably a lot, and we'll go through some quarters together. I'll show you what I look for. You know, there were some pretty good ones in here. I would say for one, every quarter in the America the Beautiful series, I think can have some doubling on the In God We Trust. Together. Never found one. Show you what I look for. That does exist. These block islands, if you look right here, these get die chips very often right there. I think I find more with die chips than without. I put them aside if it's in this, like especially nice coin. Hey, check this out. There's another one. Never found one. That does exist. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably put the ones that don't have the die chip away, or you know, into my. I should save them. These guys, I always keep like especially nice coin. Obviously, I keep a. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, toothpick around. You know, you can clean some of these off to some degree. I don't do a lot of cleaning, and if I do, I call it restoring, because everybody knows you don't clean a coin. Okay. Ooh, Hawaii volcanoes. I find that these are kind of hard to come by. You know, you can clean some of these. It's got some luster. I don't do a lot of cleaning. Throw it in the pile. And if I do, I call it restoring. These guys, these American Samoas. Obviously, you're always looking for the blind bat. Big ol' strike through error. It's got some luster. Big strike through error on the mama bat. These guys. Also, you're looking because it's a 20. It's 2020. Yeah. You're looking for a West Point mint right here. Obviously, these are Philadelphia. And if these guys are in good shape, I will. I have a system. It's probably the most inefficient, horrible system in the world, where I go through them all like 6 times. Philadelphia. And if these guys are in good shape, here we go. I find a lot of really nice Utah quarters. I'm just gonna say. Probably the most inefficient. That's not one of them. But that's okay. Horrible. Okay, Bessie. The old Bessie Coleman. What you looking for on Bessie that I know of? There's probably more things. I don't know everything. I don't know much. Right here, the EC. Those can be doubled. I believe people have seen doubling. Look at my dirty nails. Horrible. On the nose and mouth, and then there's usually, or there can be a nice die chip either on this bottom wing or on the top wing. Right here, the EC. You know, I just look at it under a loop. It's a nice coin. Doubling. Look at my dirty nails. Not a bad looking coin. On the nose and mouth. Probably not going to save it unless unless that EC is doubled. But I do have a bunch of them. In fact, maybe. It's a nice coin. Not a bad looking coin. Bust one out real quick. I have a whole bunch of them. Not going to save it. Do you see that at the bottom? You gotta be careful too, because when you're using a bright light, like on the scope, things can just look doubled. But right here down, see the double D? I would zoom in, but this thing beeps and I don't know how to turn it off. But that's what you're looking for. I mean, and there's a lot of different variations on that double die, like on the scope. So there you go. Did I just pull another one out? Right here down, see the double D? I did. I would zoom in, but this thing beeps. I don't know how to turn it off, actually. But that's what you're looking for. I pulled a bunch out from my error. I have a whole bunch of errors. I was gonna say that's really weird. So here's another one. There you go. Did I just pull another one out? You can see that one's a little bit. I would zoom in, but this thing beeps. By the E, actually. I pulled a bunch out from my error. Another variation where you can see the E is down and left. I was gonna say that's really weird. But yep. Another one. There you go. There's a whole lot of those. By the E, actually. I pulled a bunch out from my another variation. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Oh man, Sally Ride. I don't know a lot about this one except People collect something called the ghost comet, where the comet tail continues behind to the left of her head. Okay, let's keep going. Don't think they're valuable. But oh man, Sally Ride. I don't know
check
a lot
it out,
about
eh?
this one except
Go to YouTube or
collect
eBay.
something called the ghost
We'll
comet.
type in
where
ghost
the
comet.
tail continues behind to the left
Quarter.
of her head. Okay.
Let's see.
keep
I
going.
believe.
Don't
Check
think
this
they're
out. I can
valuable.
show you. Oh, look at that.
But
$1,000, huh?
Sally Ride. I
Let's
don't
just
know
check
a
it
lot
out.
about
Shit, I got
this.
like 6 of them. I'm rich.
eBay.
But
Ghost
wise man would go over here to sold
comet.
items.
Comet.
There you go. $1.50.
Quarter.
I have a problem with those in that like all of the
I do free shipping.
$1,000, huh? So shit, I got like 6 of them. I'm rich. But
It's not really worth
go over here to sold
even
items.
with the cheap eBay. Look at
There
that.
you go. Did somebody really sell one for $100?
I have a problem
You
with
gotta
those
be
in that
kidding me.
like all of the
What a
I do
joke.
free shipping.
$1,000, huh? $100.
So
Shit, I got like 6 of them. I'm rich. Jesus, for
but
what?
It's not really worth even with the cheap eBay. Look at that.
Horrible
Somebody
pictures,
really
by the
sell one
way.
I have a problem
You
with
gotta
those
be
in that
kidding me.
like all of the
I cannot believe that sold for $100. They even charge friggin' shipping. I'm doing this all wrong, folks. For what?
It's not really worth
$6.50. I did see one that had really nice tone to it, but most of them, you know, there's 4 for $12. Sold for $100. They even charge friggin' shipping. But you see the average. Shut that wrong, folks. $6.50. I did see one that had really nice. There's no effing way. Tone to it, but let me show you some red flags here on YouTube or on well, we're on YouTube, but on eBay. I'm gonna say a lot of shit wrong because that's just how it goes. 12 sales, $1,500. You gotta be kidding me. What the? Let me show you some red flags here. So you can see he does have an arrow pointing to what people are calling the ghost comet. I'm gonna say a lot of shit wrong because and a double die. How it goes. What's doubled? 12 sales. What the heck is that? $1,500. You gotta be kidding me. What the? Let me show you some. I don't see anything. So you can see he does have an arrow pointing to what people are calling the ghost comet. I'm gonna say a lot of shit. Are you kidding me? Dude's pointing out bag marks. What's doubled? 12 sales. What the heck is that? That's not a double die, folks. What the? That right there, what you're seeing, I know there is either a shadow from the like a highlight. Are you kidding me? Dude's pointing out bag marks. Or at best, I think you're looking at that's not a double die, folks. It's really that right there, what you're seeing. It sure looks like machine is doubling, mechanical doubling. Like a highlight. That's crazy. Or at best, I might be doing this all wrong. Pretty cool. Oh, wait, no, my camera's still frozen. It sure looks like machine. It's gotta be like a refresh, huh? That's crazy. Or at best, I might be doing this all wrong. Pretty cool. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh boy. So here's my quarters. Here's the ones I have laid out. Fresh, huh? Let's see if I can lower this light a hair. That's crazy. It seems very bright on camera. There we go. So this is what I do. All right, quarters, coins, in general can be pretty messy. I keep a bag. Here's the ones I have laid out. Nice bag. This is what I bring them back to my bank in. I put this here so that my mouse pad doesn't get all janky. So this is what I do, alright? Coins can be really gross. In general, can be pretty messy. And, I keep a bag. Yeah. This guy here, the old Harper's Ferry. I put this here so that my mouse pad doesn't get all janky. Numerous errors. Coins can be really you got the snow on the roof to look for. Which are just die chips here. Here. I find them with the die chip that comes over here from time to time. Hey you, can you do me a favor? Will you go on and just check my levels and stuff for me? Just let me know.
Which are just die chips.
Do I need to send you a link?
Here.
I will do so.
I find them.
It's www.youtube.com.
Time to time.
I'm just kidding. I'll send you a link. Thank you.
Can you do me a favor?
Will you go on and just check?
All right, let's go. I find myself looking through all of these guys. I used to look for like pre-cut die breaks and stuff like that. But these days, I really find myself. All right, let's go. I seem to find a lot of clash die errors. All of these guys. So for example, what I look for, I don't often see it on the obverse. Where I see them is usually right here. I'll see part of old Georgie's forehead right there, or his nose, I believe. I can show you a really great resource for these two. What I look for, I thought I had to often see it on the obverse. Where I see them is recreate the wheel. Here. I'll see, but turns out. I'll go on my browser here, or his nose, I believe, and I can show you a really great resource for these two. Mad Die Clash is .com is freaking tastic for Die Clash, but on there, here, let's just do this. I will share. Here we go. MadDieClashes.com. Mad Die Clash is. Let's see. And then you go over here to denominational overlays. But on there, actually, 1 cent overlays. Oops, we're not doing 1 cent, Eric. I will share. We are doing. It's funny. I keep wanting to click on my OBS. We're doing. And then you go over to denominational 25-cent overlays. This you can do them for all of them. They're pretty cool. But this will show you where you're looking for what. We are doing. It's funny. I keep wanting to click on my. It's good. OBS. We're doing. You go over to denomination. 25-cent overlays. This okay. You can do them for all of them. They're pretty cool. But this will show you where you're looking for what. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because I'm on Discord. Maybe it's making a loop. Will you try again? You don't think so? Give it a listen real quick. Apparently, you can hear me multiple times. It could all... Oh, you know what? You know what? It probably wasn't Discord. See how it is now. Give it a second, okay? I got my technical advisor. Give me a hand here. Oh, anyways, what I was saying is Mad Die Clashes. These are really great. You can go and find any of the denominational overlays, as well as you can go into atypical. There are so many awesome resources online. You know what it was too? Oh, could be. Also, I think that I had my YouTube on to check my levels myself, and it might have been making a fuck. Huh? I have my volume all the way down. Who knows? It's better though. Thank you, sir. This is pretty cool. This right here. So yeah, there's just so much information online. One of my favorite coins I found was in 88. I think it was an 88. You know, so you can click on here and it will show you all the multiple strikes here. I don't know if you know what a die clash is or not, but basically a die clash is when the hammer die will hit the anvil die without a planchet or a blank coin in between. And if they're not aligned or set just right, they'll actually hit each other. They'll make an impression on each of the dies at that point. So anything that's hammered afterwards is going to have that transferred over. And I'll show you real quick. I have quite a few die clash. It's crazy how many of these I have. And I do plan to put all of these on my eBay store. It's doing pretty well, honestly, for a new store. Let's see here. You see this? You see that right there? Boom. That's old Georgie's face. This isn't a really a very good one. I have an amazing one somewhere. Let me see if I can dig that up. It's a 1983. Oh, here's a cool one. I think this is a cool one. Right here you can see Roosevelt's nose. And then, oh boy. Yeah. Not the best one, but I saved them all. Just a really big fan of Die Clash. When I first started collecting coins, I found a Kennedy $50 Clash, and let me tell you, that thing was amazing. That's probably like, I'll probably keep that for the rest of my life type coin. Okay, here's a really good one. Oh. You're also looking, there's an 83 error called the Spitting Eagle, and it has a line right here, which is actually George's, old Georgie's neck. But right here, it's really important when you look at a coin to move it like this. Alright, so right here, you can see his nose. And oftentimes, if it's a good, strong clash, you can actually see this part of his ponytail, his hair, will transfer over right beneath that wing. And sometimes a really good clash, you can actually see his ponytail right here in the wing. You can see his you know, the bottom of his chin right there. You know what? I'm gonna find it. These also have a clash on them. Look right by his nose. See here. These aren't very good, and sometimes you can see something right under here, like that little teeny tiny line. I've not found a really strong clash from the Washington Crossing. Bear with me. It's really worth it to see that 83. Oh, this is it. Look at this bad boy. Is this one? I do have multiple 83s. This is not the one. That's kind of what I would call a weak clash. I literally have like 100 clash die coins. So that's a pretty strong one. At least. Yeah, I mean, whatever. You can see on the left there. When it's really strong, you can see it on the obverse and the reverse. That one's okay. This ain't much of a coin hunt, is it? Like, not even one. Oh, okay, this one's kind of cool. Is this the one? Yeah, there we go. This is what they call the Spitting Eagle. And what it is that's his neck. There's his nose / forehead. This still isn't even the good one I have. So if we go, sorry, I just put a toothpick in my mouth and started talking, which is kind of gross because, you know, what the hell did I touch with that toothpick? I think I was getting gunk off a coin. But they do say the more germs you put in your mouth, the better off you are, I think. Yeah, let's do this real quick. Boy, I am not doing this too fast, but that's okay. Come on, buddy. So if you look, jeez, right in here, I'm looking for this, and I'm looking for this. And the Spitting Eagle will always hang tight. Oh God, I gotta show you this. I think it's this one. No. Not sure what I did with it, but you know, I find that the hardest thing about all of this is actually getting things onto eBay. It's so much freaking work. Ah, this is my good 83. I'm not kidding when I say I have like 100 Clash dies. It's really about being organized. Okay, back over to scope here. Look at this. So, I need a pointer. But right here. Wait, is this the good one or not? Yeah. See the part of his ponytail right here? And then look at this. The actual ponytail. I don't know if you can see that. It's running right through there. You can see. So what you're looking at is this part right here. And it's on the wing. It's imprint like over the feathers. How cool is that? That's one of my favorite Clash dies I've found. And you can actually see some of the devices, the elements. Would it be elements? On the front here. I don't know if this is the best one. I think I might have put that in a flip, the best one, and then put that in a put that in my collector, my book there. Alright, let's get through some coins. Tallgrass Prairie is known to have die chips on some of the grass. Also can be a West Point. I love me some West Point quarters. I was at the bank earlier turning in some coins. And let's paint on that or something. Guy was taking, he had $800 worth of quarters he was putting in the machine. I swear if I had $800 on me right then, I would have bought every one of them, because I don't know if you know the West Point quarters. Check those out. Those are 2019, 2020 quarters, West Point. Decided to mint a whole bunch of quarters, 2 million of each. I believe there's 5 different quarters per year. 2 million were minted of each, and you know, they bring in 10, 15, 20 bucks. People are grading them and selling them for quite a bit now. So again, this guy, you're looking for the crown die chip. Crown die chip. Then there's varying degrees. I find like little ones right here, usually little die chips, but there's some that are huge. Also, you're looking for the Clash die error. Here I've found die chips on the words crossing the Delaware. Overall, I do like that coin. I don't know what my favorite coin is as far as quarters. See how I'm turning that like that? I want to look at that and see if there's any Clash die. I find so many. It's insane. I'm tempted to make this interesting by taking my other coins I have laying around right here and throwing them on there. Like, oh, what's this? Oh, look at that strike through and the hair on it. Come on, Eric. Sorry, I have long hair. But that's kind of cool. I don't know if you see that or not, but right here there's a strike through where something was on the die when this probably grease was struck, and that's a keeper, I tell you. These have a nice little type of tone on them. I mean, that die is, I think, slightly misaligned. You can see the front looks pretty well struck in the center, whereas the reverse is a little thicker on the bottom. And people are selling misaligned dies, and I think people are especially selling right now statehood quarters. Any statehood quarter error is pretty hot. These Great Smoky Mountains, these are hard to find nice ones. I would not call that a very nice one, so I'm going to toss it. I mean, you know, I'll take it to the bank and get money for it. I'm not throwing it in the garbage. Alright, be on the lookout for this. I want people to understand shit and not get ripped off by people on eBay with fancy words. This is a bag mark. This quarter was hit by the edge of another quarter in a gigantic 5 gazillion pound bag of quarters that came out of the mint. Now, all that is the reading, or the reed, which is that edge pressed into that real hard. That's not an error. I've been watching a guy, look what Jess found, and I like him. Seems like a real nice guy. He puts out a lot of, his videos are entertaining. And I'm not saying I know more or less or anything than anybody. And I've been trying to give him little pointers here and there. Not that I'm in any position to do that. I'm relatively new to this. I've been collecting coins for, I don't know, not even a year. But like everything else, I basically latch onto it, and I'm a freaking sponge. I just pick it up because this shit's cool. The joy and the beauty of coin roll hunting is I go to my bank. You gotta get the initial $500 for a box of quarters. Well, you don't have to. I mean, you can $25 buys you a box of pennies, and that is hours of fun. Okay. But I really like quarters a lot. So once I was able to save up $500, go to the bank, get a box of quarters. See that clash on there? I wouldn't save it though. Right at beneath the left wing, and then right below the beak, you can see how I determined whether or not to keep this is I turn over the other side and I look for any of stuff like you can get wings. Here, I already have it on here, so I might as well show it. I'm looking for wings in here. Right here, I'm looking for any of this. You can see the branch in here. I've never found anything that has the writing. That would be cool. Okay. Not really a keeper. You know what? It is. Worst I can do is toss it later, A lot of times I do that. If I'm on the fence, keep it. Okay. Here's a little pro tip. 1983. So every year the mint will put out uncirculated coins from the Denver and Philadelphia mints. 1983 they did not. So apparently, and I don't know this for a fact, but 1983 really nice quarters, pennies, dimes, all them are valuable. Let's see. Yeah. All right. There's a proof 70. But look at that. I mean, that's sold for grease. It's got grease errors, allegedly. I'm not going to pick it apart. Cuds. Cuds are king, they say. That's what Blue Ridge Silverhound says. I tend to agree. Wow. Jesus, look at that. $725. Wow. Okay, back to the hunt. I gotta get through these quarters. Okay, everybody knows there's a spitting horse. Also under Cesar Rodney, there can be some funk. This one has neither. Boop, boop, boop. Got a little ring of death on that bad boy. That's from when it was put in roll and crimped. I gotta tell you, I don't look at these quite like I used to. Like as slowly. My Angelou, her earring is sometimes doubled. Apparently, I've never found one. You can probably get a drooling Washington with a die chip right here as well. There's a nice dirty quarter. Rockefeller. That can be a West Point as well. Nothing doing, folks. You know, last 2 boxes I've opened, the first like 10 rolls were just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then as I get through the box, worse and worse. So basically, I don't know how anybody else does this. I have a little knife, and I just go boop boop, try not to stab my monitor. I've been through I don't know how many rolls of coins so far, and I'll tell you I have not done it yet, knock on wood. Alright, then I grab a handful and I do this. Colorado. What I really want to find, I've not found anything good on an Anime Wong quarter. That's actually a pretty nice coin right there. The fields, which are the flat parts in the background, are pretty nice. I'm not going to keep it. I keep way too many coins. And when I first started, you're going to find when you first start, you're going to keep a lot of coins that later on you're going to wish you hadn't. I think I'm eventually going to do a video. I'm just going to do a bunch of live streams. I don't really have time to edit. I might have my boy give me a hand. Maybe make some shorts or something. I don't know. I watch Look What Jess Found, and that dude has like 1,500 freaking subs. And you know what? I want to have 1,500 subs. Or more. I'm going to put this on full because I'm looking at that elongated O and of. And that can't be anything. It's got to be, if anything, it's like a mechanical doubling. Machine doubling. This guy's a little off center and kind of a nice coin. Not a keeper. Got a bicentennial, which I'm a little biased. It's my favorite. I was born in '76, so let's go. I don't keep them all. Some people keep every one of them they find. God bless them, because they'll make the nice ones I have worth more. Nevada, you can get the pooping horse. You know, you're looking for a die chip. Right down in here. You know what? I'm going to plug my eBay store at Keen Eye Collectibles. My mama was a Keen. That's not my last name. But that's okay. I'm going to take you over to my store real quick. This is me. I got 15 sold. Look at that, positive feedback is 100%. I really do try to make sure that I sent somebody the wrong freaking coin because I was in a hurry one day, and I was like, man, keep it. This is kind of a cool coin. I also try, I don't know what to do with my prices. I look at what's going on eBay. I watch Blue Ridge Silverhound, and I try to, do what's right. That's a pretty cool strike through error, though, I gotta tell you. What the hell's going on? Yeah. So this is my store. I have a lot of currency on there too.
What was I going to show you? There was something in particular. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, the pooping horse. And God, we rust. Here we go. The pooping horse. This was a particularly cool one. Could have had a chip there. Wow. Grainy. And then a large chip right in here. This isn't supposed to be connected. So you can see where this guy, his back leg, basically right where his foot is. I guess that's a hoof. And you can see on this one where it's connected to the stock. So, you know, it's kind of cool. Figure I'd start my bidding at $2. Anime Wong. There are errors on this coin. I've just never found them. I think there's a die crack somewhere on the fingers. Boy, I'll tell you what, when you talk a lot, whew, makes your throat kind of... Looking for West Point. I don't know of any errors. If anybody knows any errors, please let me know. Because I don't know of any on that. Any die chips or die cracks. This is a cool coin and can have errors where I think the bottom of the flag will be doubled. I believe in the windows they can be doubled. And then on the fireworks, or there can be like some of the fingers coming off there. I've never found one. State headquarters again. I think they're pretty popular. This is a misaligned die, which is actually kind of interesting because typically Denver minted coins are just, you know, higher quality control, I think. This guy I have found right here on the boat. Some die chips, or die break, die crack, die break. Nothing spectacular though. So this is what I do in my free time. It's winter, even though it's like 60 degrees here today in the New York, not the city. Honestly, I should be outside probably working on the yard a little bit or metal detecting. I love metal detecting. This guy can have a die chip and crack on old Teddy's hat. This isn't a bad looking quarter, but I'm not going to keep it. I have so many of them. Some nice tone. Unfortunately, this one is a little scratched up for my liking. Okay, Kansas. Anybody know what to look for on Kansas? That's right. In God we rust. That T in trust will be not on the coin sometimes because they get struck through grease or whatever. Got a Philly. This guy I find a lot of misaligned dies. This is actually one of the nicer ones I've found, like more centered. This is a Washington crossing the Delaware. Looking for that crown die chip. Not a keeper. Looking for the poop. No poop. I think this might be my favorite coin, though. A little bit of a polished die on there. You see right in there. Sometimes they get in there and polish the die a little bit. And it'll look like streaks. North Carolina. Alright. This is kind of a cool coin.
I tend to find a lot of these double dies, obverse, and what you're looking for is a couple little lines between his ear and his hair, and they're running, you know, say from like 10 o'clock to 2 or to like 4 o'clock. Basically, the direction that this this toothpick is going, something like that. They're really small. This one does not have it. I have several though that actually do have that. Oh, look at this, another one. I can usually see it without a loop. That one doesn't have it either. Here, you know what? Since this is a learning thing, why don't I grab one? I have them right here. Oh, it's an offers. Okay, this is the without. This is a with. It's so small, but look right in here. it's almost like you can't even see it. See if I find a better example. I have several of these. Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay, this is that one has it. Can you see it? It's two little teeny tiny little bumps that are running diagonal through there. That one has it. What? What in friggin' tarnation is this? Why do I have that in there? I have that in my double die obverse bin. I don't know. I'm getting all mixed up. That's okay. Continuing on. Oh, Wisconsin. I want to find one of these. So the Denver Mint, I believe it's only the Denver Mint on a Wisconsin. I like this quarter, number one. I like cows. Cows are cool. Wait. Yeah, this is the one that has nothing on it. I got confused. Okay. Yeah, Denver Mint, Wisconsin. You'll have the extra leaf. You have a low leaf variety and a high leaf variety. This one has neither. I think it's a sharp looking quarter, personally. Nothing doing on this guy, but boy is it shiny. Doesn't always come through on the scope how shiny some of these are and how beautiful. I want to get through some pennies as well, but that may not happen on this stream. My next stream will be coming from the upstairs room. I'm moving my whole setup upstairs so that it's really weird when you sit there and you're doing this and it's like I'm talking to people but nobody's listening. I don't know, it's kind of like normal life, right? But when then somebody is in the room with you listening to you talk to nobody, there's just a certain weirdness about that. So I'm moving up there to get some privacy. Yeah. I gotta find a way to make a video to show my organizational system of all my coins, because I have so many coins and it took a little while to really get the system down that I have. Pretty proud of it, and it might help out somebody who's just starting. Okay, again, looking for die chips on the wing, looking for a doubled EC, doubled nose and mouth. Seeing a little something on the EC through the loop. And sometimes you just got to turn it a little bit. It's so small. I'm going to save it. Even though I feel like I'm probably just going to toss it later. That's okay. Alright. Another one down. Now see some really cool, some of my favorite double dies. This one may not be. I saved it because I wasn't sure. This one I have no idea why I saved, but I keep saving it, even though every time I look at it I go, I don't think that's doubled. Same with that one. Wait for it. Okay. Nope. 2019 though, Sense. I used to hate Shield Sense, and then I started finding double die obverse. And they quickly actually became one of my favorite coins to collect. Look at that guy. You see that 0? You see that beautiful... This is what you're looking for. Some people call it a cat's eye or whatever. And you can just see it looks like that 0 in the date was just smeared down into the right. Pretty sweet, huh? That's one of my... I've sold a couple of those. One I sold for $10. I sold another one for $15. You can see this 2014 is doubled as well, that 0. And the 2 also looks like it's usually always doubled. Now, not all of the devices need to be doubled for it to be a double die. So I don't think the Liberty is doubled. Motto looks normal. But that 2014 date is definitely down and to the right. Pretty sweet. Whereas I think... that might not be the best of 2019. There's, and there's... Wexler's has a great website to look these up. I don't know. Maybe I'll share that real quick. I believe these 82s are doubled, but I don't remember why I put them aside. Okay, so... let me go to Wexler. This is a great resource. Yeah, right here. Go to your double die listings. So we're on Shield Sense 2019. Huh. That's interesting. You know what? I didn't realize that's so funny that the 9 being doubled in these is the actual double die. I just thought it was just kind of a weird variation. But you can see sometimes the Liberty is doubled only. And they actually, so what this thing will do, they give each one a number. WDDO003, okay? And they'll show you what to look for on each one, including on the back. So in order for your coin to be this number, it has to have this, and you look for this, okay? Same here, you're looking for that, and you're looking for these little chips. Liberty doubled, and that. I love the ones where the date is doubled. I think they're awesome. So sometimes it's not something that's really apparent and obvious. This one right here, number 11, I sold this one for $15 before. It's pretty sweet. There also, it'll show you like different things to look out for. Like there you go. See how the trust is doubled pretty significantly. Let me see if I can. I don't know why I saved that one either. I have to post these guys to my eBay. Nope. I do have a bunch. Like I have a stack of coins. They're all in flips. I used to put everything right into a flip. I've kind of changed that now. What I do is I'll put them in a manila little guy. I think I do have a best of, but it's pretty sweet. 2006, but it's so hard to see in the flip with the lights. 282. I have 2017s. I have a hard time. I want to sell them but I also want to keep one of each because I just think it would be cool to have. As far as I know, look at that thing. You can't really see it, and that's a bummer with the lights. I love that coin. All right, back at it. All right. All right, opening another roll. Okay. Making sure there's nothing embarrassing on my anywhere in here. It's a little too late. I have a decent setup here, I must say. I really like my scope. It's a Dunstar. I saw it on somebody's video once, and I went right for it, got it. It has its problems, but overall I'm actually very happy with it. I'd like to find a West Point quarter live. This guy can have some doubling on the reverse. It looks like it's a mangrove, I believe. You know, very shiny. And if it wasn't for those scratches on the left side, I would probably keep this one. Man, that is a shiny coin. Beautiful. But yeah, that guy can have double die reverse. Parts of the roots. Parts of the plants. This broad here can have a chip on her hat. Yes, I said broad. I'm only kidding. Don't be so damn serious. Again, Block Island, die chip, right? You know, do you keep every freaking one of these? I mean, it's not a bad coin. I'm going to save it. Virginia. Boop, boop, boop. Maya Angelou. I've seen some of those sold. Jesus, man. Like, you have to be really careful on eBay. I'm telling you. People put them... It's like clickbait on YouTube and shit. It's just... Some people really know how to sell garbage to unwitting people. And it's a bummer. I mean, it's buyer beware, but... You know, people are selling coins that have bag marks on them and calling them mint errors. You gotta be careful too. I don't know, do you know the difference between a mint error and a variety? Do you know what a mint error is, you know? Sorry, phone's kind of blowing up. I don't think I've ever found any errors on this guy. A lot of times I see something online and then I go through all the really nice coins I've saved and see if I have the errors. This is a really shiny coin. Lots of luster. Or luster, as you non-New Yorkers say. That's just a ho-hum, ordinary, ugly little 91 coin. I've found quite a few West Points, and I'm finding less and less, I will say. And I'm not far from West Point, which doesn't really mean anything because they sent them off to the Philly and Denver mints and then distributed them from there. They didn't actually distribute them from the West Point mint, like directly to the banks. So the Arizona, this guy gets a nice die chip right here that covers up the JFM, I think. And That's called the extra leaf. Always looking for that. There can also be a die chip and or a die crack from the top of the coin that goes down to the cactus. Oh boy, the homestead. This guy can have all kinds of stuff. You got the leaky bucket, you know, big die chip that down here. I believe the handle here can be doubled, so you, inside that window or on where that window is, you can see another secondary thing. You get the roof. It gets all janky and looks like it's got snow on it, or I call it a ghost roof sometimes. There can be a die chip up here on the window. Oh, it's so much fun. Alright, come on, West Point. Ready? Let's go! Damn. It's not a bad looking coin, though. I'm not going to keep it. So I think earlier I was going to say something about... I used to love buying packs of Pokemon and then, you know, going through them and finding a really nice card, you know. And it's just a blast, you know. You get a nice card, it feels real nice, you get the endorphins, boop, boop, boop. Look at that ugly looking thing. It looks like it was like an acid or something. But I found with coins I get that same awesome feeling. And if I don't, I just take them back and get more. I'm not out any money. I got very, very, very lucky. And my bank lets me buy as many boxes of coin as I want. Without even a commercial account. They're pretty awesome, and I believe they can use their discretion, you know, the tellers and the people at the bank. So it really pays to not be an asshole. Don't hide. I mean, not necessarily be completely forthright of, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, build a relationship with the people. Like, for example, my local bank here told me I had to have a commercial account. So then I went to one near my office, and they were more than happy to sell me as much as I want. I mean, I bought six boxes of pennies one week, and they kind of laughed and like, holy crap, but they didn't care. Very nice people. I'd give them a shout out, but I don't know. I don't want to blow them up. Boy, I wish I had been able to stream when I first opened this box, because there were just some beautiful quarters in here. I half think that this box has been searched. It's just, I'm not finding a lot of really great coins. It's not entirely true. I've found some pretty clean ones, but really no errors to speak of. Oh, also, the difference in an error and a variety. An error is just something that happens at a mint. You know, get struck through grease, misaligned dies, off-center, flash die, double die. And then, this is my understanding. Look at that freaking thing. It's gold. I'm rich. Hang on to that just because I want to look at that a little closer. I don't know what happened. And then basically a variety is they find an error, and they find it many times and realize that X amount of them were made, and that's that. They give it a number, give it a name. That's a pretty looking... That's a nice looking coin. I like that one in particular. I really like those flowers on it. I'm not going to keep this one, but it's pretty. Definitely pretty. Haven't seen much on arches. 65 obviously can have a double die and In God We Trust. You also want to look out for a silver, or a 90% silver 65. They do exist. Any transitional year. So 65 for quarters, 82 for pennies, into 83. I guess 83 would be the one. People will find them in 83 copper. It doesn't happen often, but they do exist. Look at that bad boy, huh? And if you find an 83 copper, because they transition to zinc, coated copper. So this guy's worth just taking a little. I'm not going to get it certified, but I might do that. Do you see the die chip on the wing? It's a pretty nice one, actually. Not huge. They get bigger. That's alright. That's a keeper.
That's something.
Again, I haven't found a lot of keepers in this box. I looked through $400 worth of quarters yesterday, and I tried to get them to my bank and put back in my account for the weekend. I didn't know this, but there's actually a 1996 West Point dime out there, and I just kind of became like a big fan of anything West Point. I've worked on at West Point. I've done a lot of work out there. I've drawn maps of it, all kinds of stuff for work, and I don't know. It's the history of it is really neat. It's on a beautiful piece of land, you know. It's kind of a neat. I'm gonna save this one. That's a nice clean quarter. Look at that T. I think you got a pre-cut die break right there. Oh yeah, that's a keeper. So yeah, I just started liking things, all things West Point. And basically, every time I find out there's another coin that I didn't know about that's minted at West Point, I usually buy it. So that being said, I did find a West Point dime, 1996 West Point, for like $16, and it was a buy it now, and I bought it. I also bought a graded West Point penny. Or cent, for those of you with a stick in your butt. You know, you can use those interchangeably as far as I care. So I bought a Mint State West Point. Was it Mint State 69, I believe, proof-like 2019 West Point penny. I paid like $40 for it, but look at that beautiful coin. That's a beautiful coin. I like cows. It's a true story. Got some bag marks. Yeah, there's a lot to go over really with coins, and I love to talk, obviously, and I love to share anything I've learned. Like I said, I'm not an egotistical person, really. I'm confident in things I know that I'm good at. But I'm also really careful to make sure I'm good at something before I'm confident at it. And if I don't know something, I'm going to tell you. And I don't know everything about coins. There's people spend their whole lifetime doing this. And I've been fortunate in the past year, to have the money to afford to go out and buy a box of quarters. Just barely. I will say I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I do have like 12 boxes of pennies under my desk. They're $25 a box. There's quite a few. Got a lot to go through, and I do intend to go through some pennies, So there's a range of quarters of coins in general that were kind of hard to find, and that's like 2010 to 2012, 2013. Usually when I come across them, even if they're not in the best condition, I save them. But that last one, that Volcanoes, was just a little too far gone for me. This might have the double die, but gigantic bag mark on his forehead. Not saving it. Like, if you have to guess and really look at it, I don't know. Doesn't sound like it has any value to me. Come on, Wisconsin. I really want to find a high leaf or low leaf error on these. I don't have any subs on my channel. So if you happen to be watching this and you want me to keep making these, do me a favor. I got really inspired by watching Look What Jess Found. He got, like, I don't know, all of his subs pretty quick. And it makes sense. Coins are pretty hot right now. A lot of people are getting into the hobby. I got into the hobby, you know. And that's a funny story, actually. We were surveying. I do surveying for my real job. And we were down at a Jewish day camp down closer to New York City. And going along, and buddy, a young kid I'm working with, training, and he walks up to me with a coin. And it's a freaking gold coin. And about shit. You know, so we started looking into it. I posted it on a group or two on Facebook, and turns out it was fake. But holy cow, whatever that was, man, that just set me off on a whole adventure into coins. I'm gonna keep this one only because it looks to be a misaligned die, and it's misaligned enough. I'm gonna save it and throw it on eBay and see what happens. But anyways, that started my adventure into coins. Something about that, just something clicked, man. That was it. It was off to the races. My original plan was to find errors, sell them on eBay, use that to go and buy silver coins, because silver, oh, look at that shiny. Silver is relatively cheap right now. I think it will go up. It's not financial advice. I know nothing. Trust me. I'm not going to save that. It's pretty though. But, yeah, I like silver. Something about it. I can't believe a couple things you're not going to find a lot of in my experience is West Point quarters and silver quarters. I found one silver quarter. And let's see, probably 30 boxes. There you go. Hear how that sounds? I mean, it's not pretty. It's a Denver minted. See the mint mark down there? How are these? I have a whole bunch of coins that sit here. Oh yeah, they have like little cuds. Look at that freak. I was just curious what these were. I'll strike through. I gotta clean off my scope. This one I have no idea why it's there. Oh yeah, it's the beehive. Look at this guy. Right there, there's a big die chip inside between the columns. That's why it's there. Continuing on, I've not really ever found anything on the Tennessee quarter error-wise. Doesn't mean they don't exist. There's errors on every quarter. You know, there's other people out there that don't really look at them. They just go through and find specific ones. They cherry pick. And there are times I do that too. I figure I'm not in a hurry right now. I'm just talking coins. If you're not subscribed to Blue Ridge Silverhound, I definitely recommend that guy. I've learned so much, and he does a pocket change market report a couple, 2-3 times a week. And he goes over the sold listings on eBay, talks about coins. And what I've found really works well is dude will go on and talk about a coin, what's sold, and I feel like people are suddenly like searching that coin. So if I have that coin, I throw it on eBay right away. And I've had some good luck selling some coins for the upper end of the price range. So that's always a nice little pro tip for you. Idaho can have some. Generally, you'll find a die break that runs from the tip to the edge here. I found one time that was real cool. Let's see if I can. See if I can find it on my store real quick. Idaho. I'll find it. Maryland, Nevada. Oh, here it is. This one's pretty cool, I thought. Right there. Big old die chip. Isn't that nice? At this point, I have looked at so many thousands of quarters that, I found something like that. I'm putting that aside because it's rare, in my opinion and in my experience. I'm at the point now where I see something that's rare, and I know it's rare because of how many coins I've actually looked at, and I have a pretty good memory of these things. And you'll see so many of these Idaho coins have that die break running from the bottom right of Idaho to the rim. Alright. Boy, these are just ho-hum, huh? I think this is a cool quarter too. I think there's an error on there. Not on this one, but in general, there is one that exists for that coin. Wyoming. This is one of my favorites to look for. Basically, there's 50 different errors on this coin. It can be. And all along the horse's mane. Actually, I just found one earlier. See if I can find it again real quick. Just to give you an idea of what you're looking for. It's very subtle. Some of them are subtle. Some of them are very, obvious. Yeah, I think it's right here. Very subtle. Right here, inside that last part of the mane, you can see a little bit of line in there. And that is a double die. I don't know what it's worth. I don't care. Definitely a keeper. I found one of these that actually has a die chip right here on the hat. It's pretty sweet. It's the only one I've ever found like that, so keep it. I don't really have a favorite quarter, but I will say I think I have a least favorite quarter, and I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. Like, what an ugly quarter. You know what I've not seen a lot of out there? Number one, I've not seen any of them, well, one or two of the Maria Tall Chief, I believe that's the name, of the women's quarters. This guy has all kinds of different errors, or can have as well. And a lot of it has to do with the trees being doubled. I think also one of the fishing poles can be doubled. But the, is it Jovita Idar? Jovita? Is that how you say it, Jay? In the Espanol. But I did buy a whole bunch of them from the mint. I think I actually like this coin, and a lot of people don't. I think it's pretty cool. And these came directly from the Philly Mint, which is funny because they still get bag marks on them. But my thoughts are the ones I have don't have a lot of marks on them, and well, down the road, you know, they might be worth something because they're not all banged up. There's a big wide open fields on those that are probably going to get all messed up when they're getting circulated. What, an hour and 21 minutes in, huh? My voice, my throat feels like it too. It's funny. I talk a lot, and just in general, but apparently I don't talk this much. This might be one of my favorite quarters, the Kanaka Ole. This one has the big banger die clash. I mean, this one doesn't. I wish it did. So it's worth showing. You probably already know it. If you know anything about coins, you probably know the Kanaka Ole. Kanakaole. Die clash. Der clash? I don't think so, pal. And we're going to go to sold listings again. Jeez. Oh my god. I gotta, look at this. $350 for that. I have about 500 of them. I mean, that's a pretty good one. It's just a die chip inside of the A. Or it can also be in the K too. Here we go. Oh, $12. That guy got a bargain. So, how cool is this? Edith is written in Washington's hair. God, I want to find one of those so bad. Yeah, you're looking for right there right off of his forehead right there. But also, I believe on the back, on the reverse. Bro, you gotta show the reverse as well. That's kind of dumb. What's this guy talking about? $1. What does he charge for shipping? Free shipping, and he sold it for $1. That is a money losing proposition right there. Uh-oh. Okay, let's finish this up. Ooh, look at that die clash. That is nice. You can see like a full shield on there. That's nice. Anything on the back? No. I've not ever seen anything of Lincoln's bust on the back. Alright, let's not even gone through $100 worth of quarters yet. Usually I fly through these, but maybe I'm just savoring it. I do think I'm going to jump off though for now. It's getting to be a long video. Who the hell's going to listen to me talk for an hour and a half? Except for the poor souls around me that can't help it. Okie dokie. So, we'll get through this one real quick. Hold up just a sec. This. Okay, sorry about that. Muted. Oh, Lori is back. It's a nice coin, but it's not that nice. I don't know about this one, if it's a Denver minted, the double die. She just came down here. The old cat. Okay, okie dokie. Last roll. Let's push through this and end the video. Be nice to find a cool coin. Florida. My first love. But not really. I saw this one sold online. Pretty expensive and in good condition. The New Hampshire. Or New Hampshire, as they say. Ugliest coin in the world. I was surprised when people said the Jovita Idar coin was ugly. I think it's cool. But to each his own, her own, their own. Okay. I think later on I'm probably going to stream again. But I'm going to stream probably, I got $60 worth of quarters left. We went through half of what I had. Jesus. That's crazy. Hour and a half to go through that. But we did look a lot of stuff up and all that. I do aim to try to share the knowledge I have. I also would like to do a stream where I take all of the pennies I have and start putting them in a book, because I have some really nice ones. I probably have like 500 pounds of coins sitting on my desk, and it's not really, it's not rated for that. Alright, just a few left. Do. Nice looking coin. Look for that EC. Remember, look for the die chip on the wings. That one has none of the above. Moving on. This is not a mint error. It's just a scratch. Gotta be careful what you're calling mint errors. Or not. I don't know. I just don't want to steer people wrong. Boo-boo-boo. Couple left. Couple left. Come on. One good coin. I see a little bit of a clash in this one. Actually, yeah, look at his wing. Is that his wing? No. 83s are known for a nice clash. Alright, West Point. Let's go. Damn. There's a shiny coin, though. I think that's a keeper. I have a lot of those. Alright, last coin. That's a double die right there. Okay, great. Last coin, I believe, has a teeny tiny little double die. These ones are again really super subtle, but right there you can just see a little bit of a doubled. There you go. Oh, absolutely. Sweet. I didn't do that on purpose either. It's even a little bit of a misaligned die, but yeah. It's so hard to see, but the horn, I believe that's like the saddle horn. You can see just right in there, there's a little... I don't know why I like those so much, but hey. Oh shit, look at that. His ears doubled too a little bit, I think. Alright. Here we go. Let's do this. Show you how I find out. Go back to my browser. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll go to double die listings. We will go over to state double dies. Down to Wyoming. This is crazy because there's going to be a shit ton. But some of them, this is like their doubled ears. Okay, see this little tick at the bottom? And this is what I'm talking about with all the varieties of the double, like on the backs. Look at this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Another variety there. So, anyways, this is pretty cool. And a lot of times I'll go in and look and try to figure out each. I think maybe that's the one right there. Let's take a look at the... It's just teeny tiny, so that's not it. That's not it. Nope. I do have a number 42, which, if you're a Douglas Adams fan like I am, you appreciate. That's almost it there, but it's not it. It could be this one. It's just a teeny tiny little bit. That might be it. No, it's this one. It's number 33. Right here is what you're looking at. I believe that is it, but to verify, it'll also show you some other identifying marks. So just right here, you're looking, it'll tell you, look, short die gouge runs from the top right of D in United. Okay, reverse die gouge in the field to the left. Strong die gouge found near the rim between P and L. All right, so that's you're just looking for all these different things in your coin. I'm gonna look for the TH, that little dot. I'm not seeing it. It may not be that one at all. But it takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. It's a lot of fun. Number 42, I have one of these. It's pretty sweet. Alright, I'm going to end this stream. Hour and 34 minutes. Thank you so much. Y'all come back now, you hear? It's been fun. This is what I do. I figure I might as well start streaming it. So thank you so much, and I hope you come back. I'm going to be doing this quite a bit whenever I can, so